behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello everybody, it's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got another great interview coming up just a moment. But before we begin, I just wanted to let everybody know that has not seen my Facebook page. We have just surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody out there for making that happen. And I hope you'll keep watching, because we'll be around for a long time, and we've been around. I've been around doing interviews for about 10 years now, so hopefully I have a few more years left in me. So again, thank you to all my fans and friends for supporting my show, and I appreciate it. If you'd like to, just hit that subscribe button and the bell there, and anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified, and leave a comment on the comment section. And we'd love to hear from you there. And just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And feel free to follow us there and make a comment on any of the things you see there, and send us an inbox, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. And we'd like to for you to send us an email too. It's paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And if you're a band or solo artist that want to be on the show, you can use that. But we love fan mail with that same email address. So if you're just a fan, just send us a letter and we'll get back to you. And all this is going to be recapped at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Kauai, Hawaii, we have Blasco Says with us today. Another talented artist. I think you're going to agree there. And we'll get to that in a second, because it starts right now. Okay, everybody, it's that time again, and with us from Kauai, Hawaii, we have Blasco Says with us today. Thank you for joining us, Blasco Says.
Oh, thank you for having me, Paul. How are things there in Alabama?
Oh, it's doing pretty good. It looks like everything's doing okay there in Hawaii.
Yeah, for sure. I'm right near the Pacific Ocean, and near Poipu Beach.
All right, well that's pretty good. Why don't we start by the obvious question? When did it all begin for you as far as being an artist goes? I mean, everyone has their own story. Let's hear your story.
Obviously, I was considered an experimental artist by my producer. I originally was interning under his label, and he had a couple of slots open because he does a certain amount of release dates every year. And this was about in 2011, 2012. And he said, "Well, why don't you give it a shot?" And I said, "Okay." I didn't have any aspirations to be an artist initially, and really becoming an artist really helped branch into my songwriting, because how else am I going to improve on writing songs other than writing, my own songs? So that is really where my songwriting career started, by writing my own songs and then working with my producer, Issue I'm a Beast, out of Las Vegas. Shouts out to him and the Exchange Currency family.
Well, that's quite a story there. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, and you'll get a chance out there to see that in a minute when we get our music video queued up here. But tell us a little bit about some of the artists you grew up with that helped influence you in a way. I mean, were there any artists that you liked?
I have quite a mixture of artists. I have quite an eclectic mixture. One in hip hop, obviously, is like Warren G. On the Regulators album. Obviously that was a Michael McDonald sample. Another one is, for the song, more of a songwriting than her as a recording artist, was Christina Aguilera's debut album on RCA. That really inspired me to start making records. Just the production of that was so immaculate. And I was just fascinated by, realizing that she had a collection of songwriters. I've always been a proprietor of trade. And so, that's how I kind of transitioned into writing my own songs, because I was also a journalist as well in the sports genre.
Well, Christina Aguilera, she is a very talented lady, and I can see how you got some of stuff for. Of course, we do all genres here on the show. So there's not a genre we don't do. Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find your music at, and tell everybody about your social media as well, where they can find you there.
For sure. You can get my music on all the platforms now. Spotify, Apple Music, etc. On down the line, Amazon. I'm in stores all across the country. I think I'm in about 200 stores, my record label told me. And so you can pretty much pick it up on any outlet, especially Valediction, which came out in November of 2021. So, that record I'm still grinding on, so I will be grinding on for another couple of months here before I start transitioning other projects, things like that. So.
Well, how about social media? Are you on any social media you'd like to tell everybody about where they can find you there?
Yeah, for sure. I totally forgot about that. You can get me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/JBlasco.
All right. Well, everybody go down to your favorite streaming music site right now and get some of Blasco Says music. I know he would appreciate you for that. I think he'd even love you for that. So, speaking of your music, we're getting ready to watch this video, as I was telling you a minute ago. It's called Coconut Water. I'm sure that's self-explanatory, but tell us in your words about the song. I'd love to hear it.
I went through a lot of emotional turmoil in the last year, and Coconut Water is just really a consolidation of all of it. It's pretty much, I've jam-packed my entire, all of the turmoil, tribulations, jam-packed that into about 2-minute and 50-second track. I actually meditated on the beach, and the song actually came to me. That's how I wrote it. I was literally meditating, near this beach right here that's behind me.
Okay, well, it is a great song, and I know everybody out there is looking forward to watching that. We'll get to that in a second, but Blasco Says thank you so much for being on the show. Maybe you can come back a second time if you have anything new to plug for us. We'd love to have you back.
All right. Well, appreciate you taking the time, Paul. I really thank you for having me on the show. So go ahead and get that coconut water real soon.
Okay. And here it is, Coconut Water by Blasco Says, and it starts right now.
Feeling the effects of dehydration in June. Better get that coconut water real soon. Quick, better get to the health food store soon. So dehydration and real soon. Better get that coconut water. The effects from the night before, shot after shot. I can't take it anymore. Fan blade keeps spinning right round. Overstimulated by any sound. Morning slowly drifts into afternoon. Quick, better get to the health food store soon. Feeling the effects of dehydration in June. Better get that coconut water real soon. Rain continues to pour down like a monsoon. About to experience another meltdown real soon. Slumped over at the 3 o'clock session. The therapist said I didn't learn my lesson. Guess it makes life more depressing. Feeling the effects of dehydration in June. Better get that coconut water real soon. Quick, better get to the health food store soon. So dehydration is real soon. Better get that coconut water. In my meditative state, slumped over, time to make another deadline. No time to panic or call another hotline. Inspired by Inya, my musical muse. Better metaphysical synergy, spark another creative fuse. On the beach, filled with sand and grains. The sunlight is novocaine for my soul. Let the eels track be my mind control. Spinning that 45 right round. Gotta meet another deadline. No time for a meltdown. At the beach, straight up meditating. So much debating and marinating. Got to go right, time to get paid. Drink the coconut water to hydrate real quick. Madonna's Ray of Light video makes my head sick. Love sick, I feel you forevermore. Time to sweep all of my emotions from the cutting room floor. I feel the onslaught of another meltdown session coming on. Feeling the effects of dehydration words are glorious, they just get in the way.
The clouds rotate.
Give my mind clarity, I'm super sincere. I feel the spirit when you're away and when you're near. This verse may be my valediction. Feeling the effects of dehydration in June. Better get that coconut water real soon. Quick, better get to the health food store soon. It's a dehydration and real soon.